Today we have a chicken marsala. It's a seared chicken breast with a red wine sauce. Also has marsala and mushrooms in it. This is our salmon croquettes with fresh broccolini. We usually serve this with a fresh tartar sauce. And this is our vegetarian dish, which is a cheese tortellini with a roasted red pepper sauce. We run on a 6-week menu process, which has the residents, it keeps everything fresh. So we do a weekly menu, but we do it in 6-week spans. So that keeps us, we can get fresh product and get fresh produce in whenever it's available. Like the broccolini is kind of seasonal right now. Our squash and our vegetable medley is seasonal too. We try to keep using fresh vegetables instead of frozen products and frozen vegetables also. So like I said, it's a 6-week process, so the residents doesn't see everything every other week. Freshness, our chicken breast comes from Fells Point Meats, which is right downtown. Our produce comes from G Capital, which is right in Jessup. So we kind of get everything in, basically in Maryland or close to Baltimore. Our other food comes from US Foods, which is our purveyor, who I call them every day to see what's local, what's fresh. You know, like next week we might have some fresh corn come in, or we might have some fresh cabbage come in. Right now we have something called baby iceberg lettuce, which is a smaller head of iceberg lettuce that we can use for like salads, wedge salads and stuff like that. We try to do like a prime rib dinner for them once a month to try to fit it in. Like Valentine's Day is coming up soon, so we're gonna do a surf and turf, which will be a flat iron steak with a nice piece of seared salmon, red wine demi-glaze sauce, and a béarnaise sauce. Anything steak, anything kind of seafood, the residents really enjoy it. We have residents here that's not from Maryland, so they don't really get the, you know, cuisine of like Old Bay and stuff like that. So when we do things like that, they're on it because they never really tasted it before, like we've tasted here in Baltimore and Maryland. Well, like I said, we do cooking demos here, which is a good avenue to introduce things to our residents. So we do a demo here, we show them different things. Like a while back, I think I did oyster Rockefellers. Once a month, we also do a team meeting with the residents. So we invite the residents to come in. We jot down their things they might want to see on the menu. That helps us prepare the menus for them. You know, sometimes we have people here from maybe Minnesota. They might want to see a good chowder on the menu. We have people here from different places. They might want to see goulash or something. So we try to introduce that to them, and also, if we can, add their name to the menu. So say this is Mrs. such and such, you know, inspired dish, or just to keep the residents involved and knowing that we do listen to their preferences and what they want to do or see in the menu. To me, as a culinarian, it's exciting to me. I have a guy who brought me a recipe book from I think it was 34. So it's like old recipes, and I just sat there and just went through it, and just to see the ingredients that they didn't have to the ingredients that we have today. And I tried to incorporate the ingredients that we have today into those older recipes. And if you look at some of those recipes, there's a lot of canned things. They were, you know, I think back then it was more canned foods, more processed foods that they can have, because fresh foods at that time wasn't really available to them at that much. So you have to just substitute some of the canned foods for fresh foods, like fresh peas instead of canned peas, or green beans, or things like that. But it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you excited to come to work, where you can do different things every day. We offer specials on the menu whenever we do specials. We do specials almost every day or almost every week. So it keeps the residents on their toes and keeps them seeing different foods, and, you know, keeps them lively.